Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Raikon here, and welcome back to Star Wars: A RimWorld Tale. And the Galactic Empire are now leaving. Yay! The sooner that they're out of here, I think the more comfortable we will be feeling. So I'm glad to see the last of them for a while. Something that we do need to remember is that at the end of the year, we need to make sure that we have enough silver to give them as well. It's something that I kind of forgot about for a little bit, but we'll need to make sure that we actually do have that. Otherwise, we could come into trouble if we're unable to pay our taxes because, well, in the first episode, the first or the second, I think it was towards the end of the first, we had to pay taxes, and I think there's a good chance that we'll have to pay them yet again. I've only just noticed that there's a whole heap of bananas here that have become harvestable, so we will go ahead and harvest them, because why not? Now, some of them aren't 100% grown. I think that's fine. I think we'd be fine. As long as we can harvest them, we'll be able to get something from them. There's some more down there, so I will keep my eye on those, but right now we don't need to worry too much. Our tea is growing, our coffee is growing as well. Our psychoid, fantastic. I don't know whether or not we will need smoke leaf, but we might look at grabbing some eventually. Right now we don't need it, so I'm not going to concern ourselves with it. Something that I'm probably going to do is go ahead and create some little beds for our animals, just out of cloth for now. And we're going to go ahead and create those in Triton's room. I'm probably... I don't want to have them right next to the bed. I think if we could go for one at the foot of the bed like that, and then maybe another one. We could just put them in other rooms. I think that's okay. Split them up a little bit like that. I do want to give a few more things in the rooms though. So I was trying to think about what I wanted to have in those. I think just some basic plant pots could be good. I think under more, or rather Furniture Plus, we do have some other options. Plant spot. Okay, so easier to build, but not as pretty as a pot. Good to know. So we will go for a plant pot instead. So we're going to go ahead and chuck those in each of the rooms. We still want to try and do something in the corners here. I think getting a little bit more light would be nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be good to have in there. We've already got a dresser, which is good. That's a shelf. Cool. It actually looks kind of cool, but does use quite a lot of wood, and I don't know whether or not they are actually completely necessary for us to have, but I do like to try and use the spaces that use the rooms. A corpse locker. Okay. Yeah. It could be worth us building that over here, actually. Yeah, you know what? I think we are. We're going to build that over there. Because we are going to bury our own dead, but I don't think we're going to be burying theirs. Are you connected? Good sir. Are you connected? You are. Fantastic. Great. I didn't even check to see if that had been done in the previous episode, but it has. And it's going to be running at 100% because there's nothing else nearby that's going to be causing it issues. So that's very good. Happy to see that. And we should still be at 100%. Well, actually, no, we're at 64. So we're down a little bit. Obviously, overnight, we're going to lose some of that, and I think that's fine. No owners on either of these toilets. I haven't seen them used yet, so that's something that I'm really wanting to look out for, to try and see if I can catch them in the act, to make sure that it's just working, not to be weird. Promise. So I want those simple meals to be moved out of there eventually, because these stir fries, I would much rather that they get placed into here. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, it's because of that? Maybe that wall not being there? That's the reason why the temperature is getting so low in there. Actually, you know what? The temperature does drop a fair amount overnight. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it dropped so drastically overnight, because that's why we're getting slept in the cold. Interesting. Because before now, what have you taken? Oh, you've taken the shield belt off. Whoops, that's my bad. So in between episodes, I did actually go ahead and make uniforms for them. And so under Jedi, I must have mixed that up and I didn't have shield belt on there. So let's see, smoke pot belt, no, shield belt. Although in saying that, actually we don't want to have a shield belt because the shield belt actually does stop some force powers from working, so we don't. This shouldn't prevents turrets from locking on, so that's good. So smoke pop could be good for us to have. Yeah. But shield belt will leave. He's gone ahead and taken off his armor vest as well, and I'm not sure why, because I did say that Jedi were allowed to wear them, so I'm not 100% sure why he did that, unless I did mess that up as well. Let's see. What are you calling yourself? Reinforced armor vest. So it might be that it's reinforced potentially, or I could have just messed it up in the first place. One moment. Armor vest, yes. So maybe reinforced armor vest isn't on there. Yes, okay, weird. Okay, right, so we're gonna have to make sure that Triton actually does go and get that back. They're having their stir fry in the morning. Very, very nice. Triton, are you gonna go? You're gonna go Cloud Watch, okay? But I do want to make sure that he goes and picks it up eventually, because it's gonna be much better for him. Oh, thank you. Just doing a little bit of maintenance. Fantastic. Thank you, Pyre. Brilliant. Good work as always. And Mira, you're hard at work. You're making us some pants, right? I think so. Yeah, making some pants. Thank you, Mira. I know this isn't the best environment for her to be working in. I think she has actually decided to wear the Jedi garb. Fantastic. Good. It's a good look. She's actually lost the duster for now, which is okay. It's not getting cold enough overnight for us to worry about that. But yeah, I honestly didn't notice that the temperature was dropping so much during the night. Even in here, 12 degrees. That's not super warm, so it does seem that there are periods throughout the year where it does actually get a little colder. Worth us noting, and I'm now thinking, is it worth us essentially venting this heat back into our building? Possibly yes. So for us to be able to do that, if I go into structure, we're going to go for an ebony wood wall. Interesting. Okay, no, we're just going to go for we can't. I think we still have it selected at the moment. I think we just don't have any blocks right now, so I think that was part of the problem. But if we just kind of go along like this, it not only looks kind of cool, but it's going to work as a ventilation system. So we're just going to go like that, I think. There we go. Perfect. And then we're just going to go ahead and put some vents in there, and that's going to allow that hot air to vent back into these rooms, and then we can kind of vent it through to other places if it's too extreme. If we spread it out across the entire building, it should be a lot more, well, it shouldn't be as extreme. So if we go to temperature, we're going to go for vents. We want a vent to be there and a vent to be there, and then probably similar kind of deal, going like that. Just having a little bit more ventilation between these spaces. And I might even want to put 2 in here just for the sake of, or I could just do 1 there and then 1 there. Yeah, that works. It is going to use a bit of steel to be able to do that, but it is just going to open up those spaces a little bit more, which I'm a fan of. So I probably do want to go for the steel tiles there, or just straight up concrete. I think we'll do concrete because we've done concrete throughout all of there. It's taken a long time for that to get placed down though, weirdly enough. Just because we haven't had a huge amount of access to steel, it looks like we have actually gone through most of it. So, with that being the case, I think it's probably worth us actually getting a little bit of this mined out. Yeah. Because I'm having to walk quite far to go and get steel. And that's to make the concrete, I think? Yeah. Nice. Well, I was just thinking, when is that going to be done? And now it is, so yay. Good. Good news, everyone. So I think the reason the construction stopped out here as well is the same thing. We just need more limestone blocks. So we will see those eventually, but just not right now. Power's okay. Good. I'm happy with that. Alright, so that growing zone is large enough there to actually cover most of that ground. Good. I want to see if I can extend it. I don't know if it's going to be possible for us to extend it. Yep, we can. Okay, so I wonder if we can do the same thing over here then, because we seem to have trouble doing that before. No, it's fine now. I don't know what the problem was before. That was weird. So we're going to go for hay grass there as well. Even though this was actually on potato plant. Change it over to hay grass. There we go. Because that's what we're going to use for our animals eventually. Yeah, that's good. Good grow zone. And it's going to stop anything from actually growing there as well. So, yay. We've talked about fences in the past. At least I know many of you have talked about fences. And it's probably going to be worth us getting some of these put down to actually protect our crops that we have. And if we're going to do that, I think if we kind of go along like this, it'll work out best. Yeah. I mean, it's going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to have actual gaps that we can kind of get through here. I'm just hoping that actually does sync up okay and look okay in the end. I think it will. I think it will. Yeah, we do want to have gates. Oh, space is already occupied. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and cancel you then, won't we? Okay, and we'll do the same thing down there as well. Okay. Gate, gate, gate. And these gates actually do separate themselves properly and look proper. They don't look weird. It's just until they actually get placed and figure out what orientation they want to be in. I think we probably are going to want that to go all the way up to there. So let's just do that for the time being. Oh no, those are gates. We don't want that. No, we just want a fence. Thank you. There we go. That works. Yeah, these bits here, like getting past the trees and everything, does slow us down a fair amount. So I'm probably going to want to try and do a few different paths just leading through the forest to make traveling a little bit faster. That, and we're going to be destroying this building soon. We're not quite at that stage yet, but we're nearly there. I think I'd like Mirror. What are you doing at the moment? You're mining out for us, which is also very, very helpful. Because we do need some more stone blocks. That's kind of where our that's where we're stuck right now. We're stuck with that, unfortunately. So if we could see that movement happening, that would be awesome. I'm very happy to see this has actually been done, though. And it could be worth us having a look at the research and seeing what we have. Oh gosh, there is a whole heap of things. Okay, so, right. Whole heap of research under here. We've got powered armor all the way down there. There's going to be a few new things, obviously, that have come through with the Star Wars mod. Something that we want to try and do is actually be able to make new lightsabers, because if we do find force sensitive people, we'll be able to want to make them for them eventually. So that's something that we need to look at moving into. Agriculture can also be quite good, because this does give us the ability to make a whole new range of plants, vegetables as well. We can see grapes, agave, strawberries, blueberries, watermelons, just a whole range of different things that we could be growing. And I'd like to see us doing that eventually, is just growing smaller strips, but of like a massive variations of different plant types. So yes, definitely want to be going into that. We haven't researched bedrolls, but we have beds, which is interesting. We do have super soil in here as well. We're not going to need that for a while. Don't think we're going to worry about that. So what was something that I saw? So I want to be able to actually create our comms panel. So what is that going to be under? Because we couldn't make it at the start, which was strange. So that would be something to do with electronics, I imagine. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Advanced toilets, brilliant. Electric smelting, arcade construction. I don't see it. Maybe I'm missing it somehow? I don't know. Or maybe it's something's changed with the Star Wars mod where we can't contact space, which would be interesting. I don't know if that's the case or not, but it's intriguing to say the least. Something that we want to try and go into pretty much as soon as possible, though, is getting the penocycline or xenocycline? Penocycline? I'm going to go with penocycline for now. It might be xenocycline. But that is going to prevent disease, and that's something that we're going to be running into a lot here. So I think that's where we want to try and go. So we're going to go for those two for now. But research isn't going to be a massive priority. I think it is on the list somewhere. Let's have a look and just see what everyone's doing. Yeah, so so Paya can do it. And she probably will do it when there isn't as much construction to happen. So that stonecutter's table is done, which is awesome. So we want to go limestone blocks, and let's actually do until we have, and then we'll go right up to, let's say, 250. We'll just drop it back by a bit. 135, that'll be fine. So that means now that we can get rid of this order here and actually ask this to be deconstructed, because we don't need it anymore. We have no need of that whatsoever. And these nice comfy chairs should make this a pretty damn decent place for them to work in. And that is going to be for the electric tailor's bench. So as soon as that's done, we won't have anything else to do here. Although I wonder if we will just straight up lose those. I think we still keep them, even if we deconstruct that. So let's go ahead and just get rid of these bills. I'm gonna have to go and put them on the new one once it is constructed. Again, that's fine. Unhappy nudity, mirror, and that's probably because you're not wearing pants. That's correct, right? Yeah, you got the Jedi garb on. You do need pants. I agree. We'll try and make that happen for you. Still, I don't think we've seen any action happening in the bathroom as of yet, weirdly enough. Also, could have happened many times. Grey Padawan, look at that, eh? Could have happened, maybe. Just haven't noticed it yet. Limestone toilets. For use, anybody. Oh, Judas is wearing that now. Oh, you're wearing a Jedi robe. Oh, it's made out of cloth. It's blue. That's kind of interesting, because obviously the cloth. But I kind of like it. Kind of like it. It's a nice touch. It's almost like the Padawans will be doing, even though we're kind of Padawans. The Padawans will be wearing those robes, and I do like that we take them on and off as we go in and outside. No water capacity. Okay. So we're not getting water there. So this has actually changed somewhat. So that's the reason why they're not using those. Interesting. Okay, so I kind of mucked that up. So let's have a look at this now. Do we need to have a water tower? Because I was on the assumption that we were pumping water from here. Because this I guess that's a sewage outlet. Do we ever have plumbing valve, open closes connections between pipes, irrigation sprinkler, which is cool. That improves the fertility of soil throughout the day, which is kind of neat. So we could use those here eventually once we get enough water. Yeah, so I'm not actually seeing a pump. What we might need to try and do is use a water tower itself. So water towers pump and store groundwater for use by plumbing fixtures. Place on an area above ground next to water or rivers. Capacity is based upon the amount of water in the radius. Okay, so let's see. There actually seems to be a decent amount of groundwater over that way, but I think if we go ahead and build it here, it's quite, close to the river. I think that's going to be better. It's also quite near the sewage. You know what? The river's flowing this way, so we'd be taking water before it actually reaches the sewer. So the sewer is going out that way and flowing down. So in terms of us, I think that works out. The plumbing system, it's using the same pipeline. I think it'll be okay. Unless they've actually simulated it that it's not, and I guess we'll find that out. But that was something that wasn't in the hygiene mod before, so it's something that's new, and I think that's a cool little touch. So we're going to have to keep water in there, so I want to make sure that does get kind of completed soon. You should have power. Yes, you do. You have power. Brilliant. Okay, so having a look at this, what are we missing at the moment? Pants. Pants are the number one thing. We need to see 3 pants get made, maybe even 4. Hell, let's be rebels. Then, do we want to have some more hoods made? I think we do. So let's go make Jedi hood, and also make custom hood, because Jedi is going to be hyperweave. Okay, so custom hood, and we'll just say 3. That's fine. Do we need any other robes? Yeah, maybe. So we'll just go custom robe. I thought I heard an attack then. Okay, custom Jedi robe, and we'll just go for, we'll go for 1 for now. Hopefully that is okay, and hopefully we'll actually be able to take some of those bits and pieces over. In an ideal world, that'll be the case. Apologies if you can see a fly flying around. We've got a lot of them in New Zealand at the moment. It is summertime, and we get a lot of them. We get a lot. I hope that steel's actually just getting brought down here. It is, but we're using it quite quickly as well, because we have a decent amount a decent need for it, because we are still trying to get all these vents made as well. Okay, that light's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. The ceiling lamps that we've gone for in there, they're okay. I'm on board with that. Could be worth us getting some more, because they're relaxing socially. You're enjoying the scenery. How well is that working out with your joy? Oh, actually not bad, not too bad. I mean, the scenery's pretty nice in here, I think. I'm wondering if we can make it even better with decoration. The pedestals are cool. Stacked rocks also look really quite cool as well. No usable material. Oh, we need blocks. Okay, well, I'm going to have some limestone blocks soon. Calm down. We've also got half-walled lanterns, which that's quite cool. Powered lantern. Okay, that's really quite cool. I think that's what we're going to be using to light the outside areas. We'll probably just have them on either side of these pillars along the way. Although I know I have asked for bamboo to be planted along the sides, which it has been already, which is nice. A lot of woodwork to be done, but if you have a look, we have a lot of wood, so that shouldn't be an issue. We should see a lot of that construction happen. yeah, weirdly enough, sometimes it seems like we go through days where we don't get as much done as I think we should. But all up, I feel like the temple is still making some pretty good progress. I feel like we need to make sure that we do have a decent stockpile of limestone blocks at any one time, because that does seem to be a shortcoming. It's something that we run into quite often. That last little bit of mining I'm going to cancel for Mirror, because I think we're doing okay. Which means that we're probably not doing okay. It means that we do need some more steel. So come the morning, I might actually ask Pyre to go out and deconstruct this for us, because we should be able to get both components and steel from it. Okay, you're just going to relax socially. That's right for the first hour of the day. That's perfectly fine. You do you. As soon as you're done, though, I'm going to get you to go and do that. Okay, all right. I like that you're building that, but let's do that first. Okay. Oh, right. Got a little bit of that done. That's all right. Good work. Okay, Mirror, what are you doing? Oh, nice. I think she actually brought over that project. Yeah, and she's continuing to make pants. Although, this is still kind of semi-classed as it being outside, and it's not 100% just yet. Yeah, I'm really surprised that the temperature gets so low overnight, but I kind of like it, because it's good that there is some temperature variation here. It also rains a lot, which is kind of good for my character, because I really enjoy being out in the rain. As you can see, I'm happy right now. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about life. Apparently I slept in the cold and I slept outside. Is this classed as outside? Yes, outdoors. Why are you classed as outdoors? Are you missing roof somewhere? What's going on? Oh, is this classed as... This is also classed as outside. Why? Did we open up the roof somewhere? Let's have a look. Not sure what happened there. Build roof area. Yep. That's fine. Interesting. Okay, why is this classed as outside? We're missing something somewhere, right? Okay, oh, that's why. Okay, no, I understand, that's okay. So that vent has been taken out there, and now it's classed as outside because that's an open doorway there, and yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, unfortunately, I did feel like I had slept outside, even though I didn't, so, yeah. We're actually out of meats right now, so we do need to designate some more to be hunted. So let's just see what we have around us right now. The cassowary, probably what we're going to want to go for. We don't want to hit any of the boomlopes though, so let's have a look and see. There's a turkey. Oh, we got another one up here. Okay, so we're going to go for the cassowaries for the most part because they seem to come back quite quickly. We could also go for the monkeys and the rats just because they're going to be causing us like slight issues over time. Okay, who's doing that? Oh, it's Pyre. Okay, all right, that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't take them too long to have their little hunting mission here. Yep, lined up. You got this. Nope. It's getting away. Take down that monkey. Go, Judas, go. You got this, buddy. 79%. Cool, so we're going to have a pretty good harvest soon. So it's going to be a whole heap of tea and coffee, which are hopefully going to be quite nice for our colonists. Why are we building a roof along here? Let's not build the roof along those. Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting, you know, the idea that like maybe the fence has a roof along it. I don't like it though. So, yeah, we don't need to have a roof along those parts. That's fine. I don't think we'll see it extending. I just want to be sure that we don't. Yeah. Okay, nice. You got that. Brilliant. Why are you bringing it down that way? We don't want it to go there, so let's take animal corpses off that, because we don't want to see that. Okay, what happened? Who or what did what then? Because I think Pyre or someone caught an attack, possibly. Hunting rat, okay, yep. That was weird. It was like this. It was like something happened but didn't happen at the same time. Not sure what went down. I mean, maybe something did go berserk for a second, but then it stopped. These gates are weird. I feel like they shouldn't be like that. Can I rotate them? Is that something we can do? God damn, it was on my face. Oh, okay. I'm getting fly spray after this episode. It's gonna have to happen. The peaceful ways of the Jedi can only work for so long. We're gonna have to take action here. Okay, all right, let's go back to fences and just have a look. Ah, there's two different types. Okay, so that's my bad. Let's go ahead and deconstruct these, or rather cancel those ones. Wooden face Ghent. What was that? That was not proper language, even close to it. Okay, so hopefully that is going to line up as it looks like it's going to line up. And we do actually need to tell them to remove the roof, because otherwise it is going to extend out there. So, oh well, they're trying to be good. They're trying to be good. But we'll say, no, we don't actually need there to be a roof along there, so please don't. No need, thank you. Appreciate your effort. Good work. Alright, Judas, you got the monkey. Brilliant. And you're still bringing it down there. Why are we still bringing animals down here? Because I turn animal corpses on. Okay, that's it's not what we want to do. Not what we want to do. I'd like to see that monkey and that cassowary horde urgently, because we don't want them to go to waste. Because they gave their lives so that we should live. So we'll pay them respect of actually doing something about that. Triton, thank you very much. Good on you, son. Alright, things are looking okay. We don't have that... oh, it's actually disappeared. And I don't know why. So we initially asked for a chandelier, or at least a large chandelier, to be constructed here. Oh, I couldn't because of there being no roof. So now I can. Okay, and I feel like that's probably going to be a good space for it to be in. Cassowary leather pants. Nice. Okay, I won't complain about that. I think that's good. And this is going to protect our crops from anything that is going to come along and attempt to eat them. So, good stuff for us. And at the same time, it is improving my attunement to the Force, because I'm doing something that I love doing, and apparently, for some reason, construction actually does help a fair amount, which I'm surprised, but I will not complain. It's definitely a good thing. I think I'm going to want to try and do like a stone pathway through these eventually, but really right now not a priority. I would almost like to see crafting happening more than tailoring, so I think we're going to have to do that for now. So we're just going to change it around for mirror. So we're going to go ahead and put crafting as number 1. So I think as soon as she's finished these pants or has a break, she will start working on stone blocks for us, because something that we need to see happen rather quickly. And for these, we're going to say just leave them here. So drop on the floor. And then someone else can come and pick them up and drag them away if they want to. We haven't seen this get constructed yet, so I'm going to put myself onto that now, because we should have all the resources we need to do that. We've definitely got the wood. There should be some steel around still. Wow, we actually went through all of the steel from that quite quickly, didn't we? Holy moly. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Okay, and you're gonna go stone. She's working on the stone chunks. There we go. I've got it out my mouth eventually. Okay, you bring that along, son. Good work. Okay, is that all that we need? Consuming a simple meal. I'll let you do that. But that's really good. Spago's actually going quite a distance to bring that steel back to us. So, appreciate that. And so we've got Spago and Perseus. Yeah, and Spago is the one that's actually pregnant right now. Mid-stage. Okay, so we are going to have a puppy rather soon, which is cool. I'm definitely going to welcome them into the colony. But it would also be great if we actually had some beds for them. I think we've only just got enough cloth to be able to do it, so yeah. Oh, Mirror, did you put on those pants? I think you did, right? Let's see. Yes, cloth pants. Fantastic. Although you were working on some cassowary leather pants before. No one's unhappy about nudity, so everyone must be wearing their stuff. Cloth pants. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess the pants just got dropped over here somewhere. Good job. I like your work. Okay, thank you. Pyre, what wood? Oh, right, they're going all the way over there. Well, if you just did a little bit more work, so you actually need some more steel. All right, we are out of steel there. Okay, so Pyre, I'm gonna ask you to go and deconstruct that for us for now. So we are at the point where I'm gonna need to start looking at mining more often, which unfortunately is gonna take Mirror away from doing those tasks. So I guess, is it possible for us to use Judas then to do mining more often? Because right now Judas is primarily helping us out with hauling and cleaning. He's not great, no, so that's not really an option. Myself, I can do that, and that's kind of okay when it comes to construction, because like, Mirror is definitely... Actually, no, hang on. I'm better at mining. So maybe I should be doing mining more than Mirror. Yeah. And I can still construct, but mining is going to be more of a priority. Yeah. Okay, so Pyre, you're breaking that apart now. Okay, so we are going to get some steel from that because we do want to see that happen. And hey, we're actually having fruit drink. And I wonder if that was because there's no meals or just because he wanted to. Well, you're having a few fruit drinks then. Let's see, how did that make you feel? Because that gives joy, those fruit drinks, so it's nice. Spago's master, nice, yay. Are you bonded with him? Oh, you're bonded with Spago. Nice, okay, well that's good. It's good that he's got a bond. He's very happy about that. Lovely. Very nice. Monkey hide, cool. Good to know. All right, Manhunter pack of caribou. Okay, one. There's, oh, hang on, no, there's more than one. How many? Two. There's just 2 caribou. Okay, well, I expect there to be like 100 caribou coming for us, descending, you know, poisoned by the dark side of the Force. But no, we've just got 2 caribou. They should be fine for us to take care of. It is going to be a test for us to take care of as a colony, but I think we're going to be able to handle this one. Okay, so they're coming from the west. We should be able to take care of them. But guys and gals, that is going to be in the next episode. We're at the end of this one. Thank you all for joining me for another. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, may the Force be with you. And before I go, you'll notice that there is actually going to be an extra episode this week. So I'm doing 4 at a time now rather than 3. That was 5. That's 4 instead of 3. I got there in the end. But you'll be having an extra episode, so I hope that helps make up for the missed out ones that we've had so far, and hopefully I'll be able to keep it up. We'll see as the year continues, well, as the year starts. We're at the end of this one. But yeah, like I said, may the Force be with you.